How did it go? Was it pretty good? Was it just another manic Monday? Let me know. You never know what happened. But anyway, we got Raina had readings. I still owed Raina. So they were, what did they think about my text? So on the left is Secret. I assume that's a person. So how does Secret feel about my text? And on the right, we have Ms. L. How did Ms. L feel about my text? And how did Secret feel about my text? Melissa, what is going on? How are you doing? Angel, what is up? Shavonia, hello, how are you doing? So let's look at Secret and see how Secret reacted to the text. Well, I think Secret was in a pretty good space. I think Secret was doing all right before the text. So it's almost like this was sort of a bonus bit of information. This was something that was interesting and unique, possibly. I think that they were very receptive to it. It's almost like that we had a new beginning from it. Raina, hello. Speaking of Raina, Michelle, hello. Hey, how are you doing? So yeah, it was almost like a new beginning came from this, a reuniting feel. We have this reuniting feel there for that. That's pretty good. Strength as well. So again, they seem to be in a pretty good place already. So this is sort of an extra bonus, a piece of good news, and all sorts of good stuff comes about that. So it seems the Secret text seems to have started something that's going to be pretty good in the long run. CM, welcome. How you doing? And Koi and Sage Advice shared. It has been a while. How are you doing tonight? How is everybody? How was your Monday? So I think overall, Secret, it's almost like a reuniting feel, like we have some strength from this conversation. We have some good stuff from this, the strength card sort of creeping up there. And the emotions were, pretty good. We're sort of giving back to good emotions. We are rebooting something. We're getting back to some great emotions that need to be there. And that's going to be one of a boost to this as well. Catherine Home and Dallas, what is up? Gemini, hey, how are you doing? And Jen Knoll, how are you doing as well? So it's like the Secret thing started something that was good and started something that was good in the beginning and sort of rebooted and reunited something. So there you go for it. Secret. Miss L. Miss L seems to have taken the text as an opportunity to have fun. Yes, we have the Princess of Wands, and she is right side up, which is good news. So this was like news about something fun or something that was going to be fun and entertaining. The world says that they were sort of in a slump a bit. They could have been, Ms. L could have been in a better place at the current point in time. And you get that from sort of the lack of flow from the water down here. Angel, hello. And Karen, how are you doing? Karen, welcome to the channel. Appreciate you. How is it going tonight? It is Monday night. We are here. So it looks like that Ms. L was trying to find balance as well, trying to sort of out of balance state where she's almost being manipulated or being controlled by someone else. And, the text sort of made her feel better or made the information a little bit better. We got a couple of things sort of indicate maybe they're in a slump, maybe they're not exactly in the best point at this point in time. Annie and Wolf, what are you doing? How is it going? But yeah, so this is text was a reuniting or a reinvigorating type feel to where we're getting some action in, we're getting some good emotions into something that maybe wasn't that good of a spot. We still have some recovery time for some of the negative stuff that was there before that, but Miss L definitely took the text as something that would sort of get back to normal or take one little step back into normalcy. Sometimes normalcy is hard to get into. So there we go with the two texts. Karen, what is going on? All right, so there we go. All right, what do we got else? What do we have else? New subscriber here, Karen. If you have not checked out the videos, we got 750 videos. Karen, that's a lot of videos. That's a lot of videos. We got lessons, we got reviews, we got deck flip throughs, we got live streams galore. We got a little one of everything over here. It is nonstop action. Paula, welcome. What is going on? Them all so much. Can we talk to them again? There you go. Cool. Annie, hello. Paula, how are you doing? All right, everybody's here tonight. Okay, what do we got? Let's see. Just finished first reading after learning your videos, and it was amazing. Cool, Koi. Enchantments. Thank you. I appreciate the compliment very much. That is awesome. General reading, Melissa. What else we got? Anybody need a reading? Career outlook, please. Next couple of months. We'll do sage advice shared. Catherine, let me know what you got. Throw out a reading request there, Catherine. Let me see what you got there. Chrissy, what is going on? Do I ever get boyfriend? Get the Naked Truth Oracle. Why does a dog have my initials on it? That's weird coincidence. Because it's Ciro Marchetti. That's why the dog has your initials. Ciro Marchetti. I mean, I'm just saying. Ciro Marchetti. Karen, throw your question out there. It's all random after donations. By the way, in case you're wondering how it works, there is no list. Donations take priority. So any money coming in gets priority. And then I pick it random. It is completely random after that. Ciro Marchetti and Crystal McGinn have the same initials. There we go. Gemini, any change in career? See anything new? Gemini, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right, let's see. Gemini, all about the career here. Career change. Is that going to be something possible? It could be. It could be indeed. For this, let's use... Oh, by the way, I have a new card today. We have the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles. Now, I did change it. Instead of another dude on this side, I have a doggy. It's official. I put a doggy in there instead of a dude. So there's no dude on the other side. The doggy wants something. The doggy may want some coins or some food, and the scales are out of balance. So out of balance scales and a doggy, and that is your changes there. All right, let's use... Oh, that is a slippery set of cards for sure. Let's try these out. Let's use the Business Class Tarot. A gift from Raina, the Business Class Tarot for business questions. We'll check it out. We will check it out. Listen to the first lesson early. There you go. All right. Yeah, I wanted a dog in there instead of two people, you know. So maybe the dog could mean that you have a different type of need, even though there are gifts being given out. Maybe you have a different type of need, or you have a different qualification for what would be good or something like that. So there you go. There you go. You never know. Crystal, maybe I put your name on here. I just spontaneously threw your name onto here. I mean, you know, weirder things have happened. Weirder things have happened. Okay, so let's figure out about changing career if anything is going on there. Money manager. Okay, that's interesting. Product 2, CEO. Bankruptcy. I mean, I do think that you have a scheduled for either a promotion or some opportunity for something that's going to be a little bit bigger, right? We have a little bit bigger thing here. We have the CEO and product 2. So it's almost a choice that you can make, or a choice, an opportunity that you can slip into a position that could be a higher tier than what you're currently at. Philippe, welcome. What is going on? And Gracie, welcome as well. Stavsia, hello. Thank you for Stavsi. Thank you for your donation. Appreciate that. So Liz, what is going on? Liz, I got your email. I will check out that tarot here in a few. But yeah, we have an opportunity for something of advancement, or maybe an opportunity where we can get into that and then have something come out of that. So we do have a opportunity for either advancement or an opportunity for a higher tier of job sort of coming up. Product 2 points to choices, and we could have the choices coming up, which could be something better at the current position, or it could be another position that's sort of offered. Now, bankruptcy says that you do sort of have this back and forth between that. Bankruptcy says that it almost happens spontaneously or unexpected. In other words, someone else leaves and that opens this position up. So that is something that you can sort of look forward to. Somebody else may be leaving, maybe retiring, maybe they're sick of the whole thing, maybe they just want to get out, maybe the COVID thing hit and they're just worried about the future, and maybe they want to get some retirement in there, the 401k, cash it out or something. But anyway, it leaves a position open, and that is going to be your key to sort of get in there. So bankruptcy, again, points to sort of that section where you're going to have these opportunities. Investors as well, says you're going to hear about this from somebody that you already know. So they're going to know about it. They're going to hear about so-and-so retiring or, so-and-so leaving. And then you're going to hear that. And that's going to be sort of your key to start asking questions. And I think that will sort of lead to a little bigger position or a better position as well. So get the resume polished up for that and see if we can get something that's going to be a little bit better, pay better, maybe have a little more responsibility, but that's okay as well. But Money Manager says that this is going to be an opportunity for you, because I think a lot of times you're not really happy with what you currently have, or we're looking for something that could be a bit better, because a lot of times people really don't pay attention enough to use the skills that you have. And they need to really sort of focus on what are your skills, get you into the right place, instead of just putting you on just a random train to nowhere, to where you're just doing repetitive stuff and things like that. So I do think that, again, you have an opportunity. So keep an ear out and figure out, what is happening and what is going on around there. And I think that you would be the most qualified person for that. And I think that they would pick you up. So Lillian, thank you for your donation as well. Lillian, let me know what your question is. I appreciate you. All right. So that was Gemini, and then we have Stavsi, and then we have Dallas. Dallas, thank you for your donation. What is your question, Dallas? Let me know if you do have one. And Lillian had a question as well. All right, Stavsi, will I get hired at any of the places that I applied for? Let's check that out. SA, hired at the places I applied. I certainly hope so. Let us go to the job screen for that. Let us head over to the job screen and see what good news we have for stuff like that. And for this, we could use the Thoth, because you can't have too much Thoth action. I mean, you just can't. Unless you're doing a reading for Crystal. Crystal doesn't like the Thoth. That's okay. That's okay. Angel, I met someone across the seas, and I'm falling in love. Well, that's cool. That is nice. That long distance action there. As silly as it sounds, or could I get a love future reading? That sounds fun indeed. Will H ever come back into my life? All right, Lillian, thank you. I appreciate that. Let's see about this here. All right, the places that we're applying have some positions open. We want to get some of that post-COVID action, where we have a little beef there. That post-COVID action is always where we sort of want to be there. So we can get in and hope for the best and see what is happening here. Okay. So read for the places we apply. We got a couple of possibilities. I actually think that a couple of things hit. We got two aces here. And that is going to be one of the big things. We have one that is more of an action type based thing. We have one that's going to be something that you really sort of enjoy, or you're really sort of excited about. So we have this balance of the one that seems that would to be the best fit. We have one that seems to be the best fit. Does this pay as much as we want? Not really. I think they both don't pay as much as we want. It's almost like we're getting challenged to make the kind of money that we sort of need, or that we want in the particular positions that we're looking for. So it's like we need to negotiate that out, or either start and then work for a period of time with that as well. I think one of these as well is that the alerts are freaking out over here. I'm getting alerts from 20 minutes ago. But one of the positions is sort of a gig type position where we work 6 months, a contractor, and then we have opportunities to sort of advance, or opportunities to get somewhere else. And there you go. Jocelyn, welcome. How are you doing? So yeah, one of them is a temporary position or a contractor position. But again, one is going to be a pretty good one where it looks like it's going to be exciting. I mean, it's an exciting place to work. You sort of get a quick tour and you look around and you're like, wow, this is great. This is something that I really want. The other one is going to pay a bit more and be more focused towards just going full steam in, and it's not something that you may enjoy completely, but it is something that you know is a good opportunity, sort of almost like not really ground floor, but a bit above a ground floor, and then with a lot of opportunity for that. So you're gonna have to sort of pick and choose. We got the 2 aces, which is going to be very good. I think you end up getting into one of those, and I think that's going to be something exciting for you and pretty good indeed. So there you go. So you got 2 positions that are going to be possible. And again, one is a temporary or sort of the 6-month thing I'm very passionate about. The other one is more of a, let's just, sort of burn it out. Let's sort of burn it out, get on the ground. And we have a lot of potential as far as expansion and getting that going full steam. So there we go. All right. Let me get Notepad open here. Whoa, that is a notepad that encompasses the entire screen. All right. Okay, so we got Karen, Lillian, and let's see. Before Lillian, we have Dallas, and so we just did Stassi, and then we gonna do Dallas. All right, I'm having to take notes here because the thing is freaking out over here. The thing is freaking out. All right, so it is Dallas's turn, and then we got Lillian twice. Okay, Lillian's first question. All right, sorry, I know you can't see what's on the screen here, but I'm sort of winging it. All right, so are the alerts working now? I think they are. All right, I did Gemini, I did Stavci, and now we're doing Karen? I think, no, now we're doing Dallas. So we need to figure out what Dallas's question is. All right. Is this going to click? It is. That's great. All right. Let's see. Dallas question. Why do I always draw the 4 of Pentacles when I do reading for myself? All right. That's Dallas's question. The 4 of Pentacles. Then we got Karen and Lillian. And Lillian's question was, let's see. Scroll around. Karen wanted a general reading. All right. So Karen is general reading, and then Lillian's first question, when I asked, I have to scroll down for this is the best part of the stream. This is my favorite part of the stream. Let's scroll around. Okay, let's see. Still looking for a Lillian. Will H ever come back into my life? Okay, so Lillian, will H come back? All right, and Lillian had another question. And Lillian wants to know future prospects as a writer. All right, let's do that. Future prospects as a writer. There we go. All right, finally organized. We are finally organized. I know it took forever. So Dallas's question. All right. Let's see. Hello, Bethany. How are you doing? All right. So Dallas's question was something. Dallas, I'm trying to find your question. Let's see. Okay, 4 of Pentacles. All right, so we're doing Dallas with the 4 of Pentacles. Dallas with the 4 of Pentacles. Why do I always get the 4 of Pentacles? I'm not miserly. Let's get off the screen and let's go back to the zoomed in. That'd be great. All right, let's go back to the tower. That'd be great as well. And let's go to, yeah, we'll go to that. We'll go that. We'll try out the Hermetic Tarot for why do I always get the 4 of Pentacles and figure that out. There we go. Doesn't have to do with money. Maybe it does not have to do with money. We'll figure that out. I heard the reopening non-essential stores, and thanks to subscribing to the YouTube channel. There you go. So they're opening non-essential stores. What is essential? So we've established that bars, not bar. Okay, bars are not essential, but liquor stores are essential. Okay, anybody explain that one? I would love to hear that. So liquor stores are essential, but bars are not essential. How does that make sense? I don't know, but that is how it is in the state, you know? Mary, welcome. How are you doing? Queen Libra Tarot and Dr. Victor, what is going on? Okay, so let's see. We always get the 4 of Pentacles. What is happening? The Knight of Swords says that you're sort of in a hurry to make money, almost. We're in a hurry to make money. Now, we don't have the Four of Pentacles here, which I thought we would. I mean, I always thought, I would say, we got to get the Four of Pentacles if we're going to have all of the hype about the Four of Pentacles. But now the Sword says we're in a situation where quick money would be advantageous. So we're thinking about how to get quick money. We're trying to expand the money and things like that. So we do have the second house of possessions, the second house of getting money and all of that stuff in. And I think that's because you're about to receive some money. Because the Four of Pentacles is not only sort of being miserly and hanging on to what you have, which could be money, it could be anything earthly, it could be hanging on to a relationship that is stagnated out, it could be a bunch of different things. But the Four of Pentacles also points to the stability that money gives you as you actually, get more. So the more money that you get, the more stability that you have in certain areas, sort of the Maslow hierarchy of needs. As you go a little bit higher, you're going to have more opportunity to do things that you want to do things that are going to be leisure based instead of, just working full time at 9 jobs, etc., etc. But the Four of Pentacles also points to the expansion of money or getting more money in. And I think you're about to receive some unexpected money, basically. So we have the Knight of Swords, sort of a quick reception or unexpected reception. The Four of Swords, something where you don't really see it coming. Again, not only unexpected, but something to where you're like, what in the world just happened? What in the world just happened kind of feel. The Nine of Pentacles, here's the key here. Jocelyn, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Jocelyn wants to know, will I get a grant? Will I get a grant? All right, let's check that out. And, but again, the Nine of Pentacles says that it's not like a ton. You're not going to win the lottery or anything, but you do get some unexpected money. Nine of Pentacles being reversed. It's enough money to where you can expend, you can have some fun with it and things like that. The Queen of Swords as well is sort of, you sort of have this intuitive feel of something coming, a little change coming. And you see that in regards to the unexpected Four of Pentacles arriving all the time, which in this particular case talks about an expansion of money or getting a little bit of the cash on the side, which is going to be fantastic. All right, Karen wants a general reading. Let's check that out. Mia, thank you for your subscription. I appreciate that. All right, Karen, let's see, general. And then we will do Lillian's first question. Then we will do Little Pale. What's up, Little Pale? Does Aquarius M have romantic feelings? They could or they could not. Let's find out here in a minute. In the meantime, we'll check out the Little Prince Tarot. Where did I hide this thing? One of my favorite decks of all time, too. The Little Prince. I almost didn't pick it up. I almost did not pick this up. Because I was like, I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure about it. I'm really iffy about this. And then I got the book and I read the book and it was really cool. And I was like, okay, I'm going to pick it up. I am going to pick it up. It sounds like something that I need. I need something fun. And that's what that was indeed. All right, so let's get a general and figure out how we're going to go on all of that good stuff. Let's see. So the general says the Ace of Cups. Okay, it's all about getting emotionally steady. I think you have some items in your life that are sort of bringing you up and down. We have the highs and we have the lows we have the highs and the low combination, that sort of that up and down roller coaster of emotions. The Ace of Cups says it's time to sort of relax those a little bit. Don't let that variance be so much variance. Relax it a little bit, bring it down a notch, and get it a little under control to where you can be more comfortable and you can have more steady and more predictable emotions and things like that. So Ace of Cups, so let's steady those emotions. Let's get off the roller coaster and let's be more of a steady sort of influence with that as well. The King of Swords says you have some people that are sort of dictating items to you or sort of making demands towards you, some of which you're not happy about or some of which you're not too pleased. So the King of Swords says sort of, you need to mitigate that a little bit to where you don't have that type of drama. You don't have people bossing you around. You need to figure out who that is and sort of, get them to chill out some, because, in the future here, as people are giving you orders or as people are trying to get you to do things, you want to establish that here's my limits, here is what I'm comfortable with, and here is definitely what I'm not comfortable with, and establish those boundaries, because that's going to be very important as well. You do have a trip coming. The Chariot into the Ten of Pentacles. It's like we have a trip, maybe with other people, maybe a trip opportunity coming up, maybe one of the little summer vacation things. But as summer starts rolling around in full swing and everyone is getting out and about and having fun and checking out these new things, and the COVID is relaxing a bit, the Chariot into the Ten of Pentacles says a trip is coming and you have an opportunity to check all of that good stuff out. That's going to be pretty cool. Because I think things work out well. I think things are in the trip are something that you can enjoy and sort of have fun with. The Ten of Pentacles means the trip works out well and everything goes good with it. And it really sort of brings out maybe some of this emotional satisfaction that we're sort of looking for, getting off the roller coaster, as the first card said. But yeah, that trip is going to be one of the exciting parts. It's going to be one of the exciting parts. So if you have not planned it yet, I think is it about to come up. It's about to come up in conversation, and you are going to have a fun time with that. Indeed. Well, thank you again for your donation and hanging out on the channel. I appreciate you. And check out all the cool videos. Hit that bell so you get all the notifications. I'm coming out with my own deck. If you want the deck, you got 24 hours. I think that's pretty much it. All right, Lillian, will H come back? We miss H. I miss notifications. I miss the notifications that have died today. Not sure why. Not sure why notifications went away. Maybe they're on strike. Maybe they got the COVID. We don't know. We don't know. Sid, thank you for hanging out with us. Hello from California. Well, hello back from Texas. Teakati Jones, hello. How are you doing? Thank you for hanging out on the channel tonight with us. Okay, so we want to know if H is coming back. We will check that out with the ever so ugly box with the Romantic Victorian Tarot. Well, Victorian Romantic Tarot, but I have dyslexia tonight, apparently. Tonight, it is the Romantic Victorian Tarot because I have dyslexia. Never know what nights I'll have dyslexia, but I guarantee it'll be 1 or 2 nights a week. 1 or 2 nights a week. We're hoping that H will come back and visit us. H will come back and say, hello, it's been a while. How are you doing? It is certainly nice to see you. There you go. All right. So is H coming back? Judgment. Ooh, 8 of Wands. I think they are. We have a lot of good indications that H is coming back. I'm saying now. We got the 8 of Wands, the definitive movement card, the action card. Everything is going to be coming about. They are very rushing in indeed with the 8 of Wands. Judgment says we have a rebirth as well. So you get that combination of not only another chance or a second chance of them coming back or another opportunity to communicate with this person that's going to be pretty cool, but the 8 of Wands says they're actually going to initiate it, and it's actually going to be moderately soon. We have moderately soon. The 8 of Wands is a very quick card, just like the Knight of Swords. I mean, you have a bunch of variety of different movement cards. The quick ones are the cool ones. Those are the Knight of Swords and the 8 of Wands, the 2 biggies, right? The Knight of Cups, talking about Mr. Romance, the romantic card of the entire deck, comes back in looking for romance. We're looking for love, looking maybe to beef something back up. But the Judgment card as well is that new beginning. So in other words, let's relax. Let's not think about the past. If H is like, let's throw things behind us. Let's get some opportunities. Let's find some new things. But But we do have the King of Swords. Do you have the King of Swords? I think that they're coming back in it with a different attitude. It's almost like maybe a little demanding, a little bit of the demanding aspect within the King of Swords brings with them. So maybe a bit of baggage from what they have experienced after they left, but you do have more of a demand type feel as they sort of sneak in. But if you're looking for them to come back, maybe you can put up, with a little of that attitude. Just give them some attitude back, Give them some attitude back. That's what I always say. There you go. All right. Jocelyn, will I get a grant? Let's check that out. All right. House of Tarot here. All right. Jocelyn, will I get a grant? Let's check it out. Then we'll go back to Lillian for part 2. Lillian, part 2. For Jocelyn, part 1, we're going to do the Light Seer's Tarot. I think that's where it's going to be at. That is where it's going to be at. I'm dead tired tonight. I'm dead tired. Okay, here's what not to do. I went up into my attic, and I decided to reorganize it. And so I'm stepping all over the insulation. And then apparently I didn't clean it off well enough, because I went to bed and I'm itchy all night. I'm itchy from this stupid installation. And I'm like, oh no, now I got that crap in my bed now. So I had to, had to go take a shower, and then I had to change the sheets, and then it's still itchy because you can't see the stupid insulation. Man, I hate fiberglass. Fiberglass is evil. It's pure evil. If you get it anywhere on you, you're going to itch forever. I mean, I'm just saying now, fiberglass is brutal. It is unnatural. It's like the Jedi movie where they're like, some powers are unnatural. Fiberglass is just unnatural, and, not a pleasant experience when you're trying to go to sleep. So, there you go. So we're up until about 3 a.m. trying to get all of that fixed. Anyway, Sid, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Yeah, I do not like fire. That is not my favorite substance in the world. Let's establish that now. It's great when you need some heating and cooling, but yeah, I need like a hazmat suit for COVID and fiberglass. I'm just saying, both those. I need 2 hazmat suits immediately for this stuff. Okay. Will you get a grant? After that rant, hopefully you will get the grant. The Sun says yes. The Sun says yes. The Queen of Pentacles says that you get news, you get information from that. So you do get that as well. So let's see. Gaia wants to know, my husband is divorcing me. Oh, hang on, Jocelyn. We'll get your grant in a minute. The alerts are dead, so I'm having to manually type this out. Sorry about that. Hang on. Okay, and then Sid, will I be able to buy a house? Okay, back to Jocelyn. Sun says yes, we do get the grant. The Queen of Pentacles says you get information from somebody. We get information from somebody about the grant. So we get some initial email, you get some good stuff with that. So the Queen of Pentacles says you do get the information delivered to you from that. However, so the 8 of Cups says that there's something mixed in with it. There's something mixed in with it. So it's one of those factors to where there's a little bit, maybe not bad news, but there's a little bit of extra news that comes with this. The 8 of Cups is a bit of a disappointing card. It's almost like you end up leaving it, or you're not getting the grant that you had wanted, or some other technicality comes out of that. So, it's one of those things. The 8 of Cups has a bit of that. But the Wheel says you do get that, and everything does get in there pretty good. Sid, thank you for your 2 donations. I appreciate that. All right, so there you go. So the Wheel, we get information, I would say in a few weeks. I would say almost in a few weeks, we get a hint that something is happening going on with that. And then we get the initial communication. And then the Sun says that we do indeed get that grant. Everything works out well. So good luck with that. Good luck with that. Jocelyn, what are you gonna, is that a grant for school? What are you gonna study? Jocelyn, let us know. Madeline coming in from South Africa. Hello back from Texas. How are you doing tonight? How are you doing? It is Monday night. Hope everybody had a good day back to work. Okay, so will I get a grant is done. Now we're on Lillian, future prospects as a writer. Let's check that out. So yeah, it looks good. Anything with the sun is always good. You know, the sun gets that cool action there. Let's see about writing by using a cat deck. There we go. I have used the dog out of this deck. No pun intended. I do have a dog deck, you know. I do have the, what was it? The Good Dog Tarot, was that it? That was pretty good. The House of Tarot. Business Grant. Very cool. Very cool. What are you opening up, Jocelyn? What are you opening up? Do you have any good stuff that we can buy? I am a shopaholic. I mean, you know, if you got some good stuff, if you have some good stuff coming up, you need to let us know where the Etsy shop is or whatever you're doing there. All right, the Grimalkin. How interesting is that? Okay, being a writer, the Six of Cups, Grimalkin, Two of Wands, and the Fool. I mean, definitely something you want to get into. Definitely something that we want to get into, we want to dive into. The Fool says, let's go for it. Let's go for it. If you want future prospects, let's go for it. It is one of the things to where you have to pick the right subject, though. In other words, you could write all day and night, but at some point, you have to get that initial hook to where people really want to dive into that. People really want to read what you're writing. So maybe the title, maybe the subject matter, maybe there's something sort of coming in the, sort of coming in as sort of unexpected. So the Fool says, go for it. The Grimalkin says, let's focus on what people want. Let's focus on our specialty. There's some in-between action between what we're good at writing and what we know and what people want. For example, if I'm good at programming, maybe I could write a book, but if it's not the hot topic or not one of the big opportunities, you know, that are currently in technology, maybe people don't want to read it. So in other words, I could write a book on Windows NT, but nobody's going to read a book on Windows NT. Let's be real about that. So get that balance between what you know and where you want to go. What is that good balance with that as well? The Two of Wands says, get the marketing down. So not only can we put on Amazon, we could do Nook, we could do an audio book, we could do all sorts of different prospects for writing and good stuff like that. Of course, if you do an audiobook, you should hire me to do the audiobook. I mean, I'm just saying, I got the voice. I got the audiobook voice. I'll make your book come alive. I'm just saying, you know, I'm not recommending myself. I'm just saying that, you know, if you're going to choose somebody, you might as well choose somebody that doesn't sound like Pee Wee Herman or something. You know, I don't know. There you go. Anyway, but yes, definitely go for it. Definitely go for it. I think that you have, from the readings that we did before, I think that you have the knowledge and the experience to really get that and literally knock it out of the park. Knock it out of the park, especially at the subject that we had talked about before. At the subject we talked about before, if you wrote a book on that, that would explode. That would explode. I'm just saying. All right, so that's Lillian, future prospects as a writer. Wish you luck. Okay, so Lil Peo, and then we got Gaia, and we got Sid wants to buy a house. That is my favorite topic right now, is house, because, I mean, I'm just saying, that interest rate, I'm just going to put it out there, that interest rate, I mean, you know, it's like once in a lifetime style of interest rate right now. Once in a lifetime style of interest rate. And it sure is nice. Sure is a nice rate. There we go. Okay, we're doing the This Might Hurt Tarot. Does Aqua M have romantic feelings? My chair is squeaking. I swear to you, I'm not like 900 pounds. My chair is squeaking. I don't know. Unless you spend like $1,000 on a chair, which there is a $1,000 chair, by the way. Unless you spend like $1,000 on a chair, you always get like one or two downsides. One or two downsides. Maybe I just need to oil it. Maybe I need to oil it. But I put the oil in the attic, and I'm not going back up there. I mean, I'm not going back up in that attic again. There's no way. No sleep last night. Just itching. I hate fiberglass. It's evil. Okay. Do they have romantic feelings? Are they ready to get into all the good stuff? All the good stuff. The Four of Wands says, yeah, this is such a mixed read. Such a mixed read. Larry, hey, how are you doing? Larry, if you're not subscribed to the Night Reader Tarot, go check out the Night Reader Tarot. Just had their 100th episode, 100th live episode. Larry is amazing. Go check out his channel. Anyway, so the Four of Wands says that they're in sort of a place that's weird. They're in sort of a place that's weird. They want the company, but they don't want to work for it. They want a freebie. We want a freebie. In other words, what does that mean? That means I don't have to work for it. You know, if you jump in here and you do all the romantic stuff and you do all the work, that'd be fantastic. That would be fantastic if I didn't have to do anything, which is, you know, completely unrealistic. Let's face the facts. Eight of Pentacles says they don't want to put in a lot of effort, a lot of work into this. So, I mean, there it is. There it is. The Queen of Pentacles, though, the Queen of Pentacles, you're really sort of looking for something that's going to be stable. You're looking for that happy ending. You're looking for that finality. You're looking for somebody that is going to be there for you, that is going to be a good relationship. The Queen of Pentacles is very relationship based, very into that. The Four of Wands with that stability. They're not willing to do a lot of work. The Five of Wands says you may get into a tussle. You may get into a tussle back and forth. Why don't you do much work? It's not a freebie. You have to put in the work. Romance is not easy. Romance takes some effort. Let's do that. So you may get into a bit of a back and forth stumbling block with that particular person. But hey, if you're willing to do a predominant amount of the work, then I'm sure they'd be all right. They'll be all right with that. Little Pale, good luck. Welcome to the channel, Little Pale. I appreciate you, by the way. If you haven't checked out the videos, Little Pale, I have 750 videos. That's a lot. And if you like tarot, I assume you do. You're here, right? If you like tarot, you got one day. You got like probably tonight, and that's it. For the Waterfall Tarot, I'm telling you now, the cards are looking better than I had anticipated. So they're looking great. I only have 20 cards to go. In 3 weeks, we're going to print this thing. In 3 weeks, we're going to hit print. And then going to be shipping it out. And when I use it on the channel, which I tell you now, I'm going to be using that a lot. Yeah, you're going to see it and be like, okay, I should have gotten that. I should have gotten that. Okay, Encore Tarot. Speaking of gotten that, Jocelyn, thank you for your donation again. I appreciate you. DYB, hey, how are you doing? We'll receive info this week about my nonprofit. Let's check that out. DYB this week, and Jocelyn, let's do that. So the alerts are dead. I got to type it out. Hang on, everybody. Sorry about this. Will I nonprofit? And let's see. Trip in July. Let's check that out. Okay, all right. Gaia wants to know. It might help if I put it into chat. Gaia, my husband is divorcing. Well, that's not good at all. That's not good at all. I don't know where to go from here. Okay, well, just this is just a tarot reading for entertainment purposes only. For entertainment purposes only. This is not construed as legal advice nor relationship advice, because Fun One, hello, what's going on? Because yeah, divorce is never good news. Divorce is never good news. I mean, I guess if you've been married for like 100 years and you're just sick of the person, maybe then it's good news. But in general, that's not good news. Okay, so let's find out how we're going to go from here and what we're going to do from here. That is rough. Sorry to hear about that. That is rough. That's not something I want anyone else to go through. That is not something I want anyone else to go through. The divorce is here. What are we going to do? Strength. Okay, the 9 of coins, the 9 of coins, the 4 of swords, and then the 6 of swords. Okay, what an interesting combo. Sure. Sure. So this looks like a long divorce. One of the key factors here is that you need to start getting prepared immediately. Get prepared immediately. Get prepared as soon as you can type thing. Strength reverse into the 9 of coins really points us to, let's get into a comfortable, predictable situation, which divorce is not. Divorce is not. But once you talk to a lawyer, once you talk to a specialist that's going to be able to start hammering out exactly what you need to do right now, is going to be more beneficial for your overall peace of mind. Does that make sense? Because if you haven't been through a divorce before, or you're not familiar with what the other person's doing, you go from this loving, beautiful relationship to this conflict, like it's me versus them. And a day ago, it was we're together forever, you know? So it's this weird situation. So the best thing is to get into a headspace to where you feel better. You feel better. And that's going to be from talking to a lawyer and finding out what's going to happen next. What kind of options do I have? You know, and list out all the things that you know so that you can get into a more predictable situation and sort of figure out what to do next. Because it seems like from the cards, again, entertainment purposes only. From the cards, you don't want to get into this 4 of swords moment where we're worried and we don't have any activity. We don't have the stability that we need. We don't have a lot of things that are predictable, because the more unpredictable it is, which it is, then the other person is going to be doing exactly what I said. They're going to be plotting, planning, and whatnot. And you want to get some predictability. You want to get some comfort, where obviously divorce is not comfortable, but you want some level of comfort or level of stability from this to where you understand what's happening next. So talk to somebody that knows that. Talk to somebody that's going to be able to explain it to you and be able to get you in a position to where you know what to do. And preparedness is going to be good as well, because you don't want to get the short end of the stick. Obviously, nobody does. So being prepared is going to be your best. You're going to be your best bet for that. So strength says, don't worry too much. Don't. Obviously, it's going to be a bad situation. I think that you have a longer than usual divorce coming up. So, you know, again, we need to figure out our options. We need to figure out what we can do, and we need to start getting prepared as soon as we can, so that we have that mindset of, okay, now I'm prepared. Now I know what to expect, rather than not, right? So it's like if you get pulled over for something and you get thrown in jail or something, it's good to talk to somebody that understands what that whole process is. So you understand this is next, that is next. And that way I sort of understand it better, and I'm not just scared, worried, and things like that. So there you go. There you go. Basically, again, entertainment purposes only. I'm not a divorce lawyer, nor am I play one on TV. So definitely talk to an expert about getting that. So yeah, but as far as information is concerned, sorry to spend all day on this, but it's important. As far as information is concerned, what we gathered from here was worrying is your enemy. That's the number one takeaway. Worry is your enemy. Don't worry. Don't worry. Second thing is get a predictable plan of action. That's going to be your part 2. Get a predictable, reliable plan of action in place. And then the next thing is start the plan, going. Start the plan. Here's what I would like. Here's what, would be best for this situation. And the final takeaway is the divorce may take a little bit longer than what you had anticipated. So there you go. All right, Blue Crayola, thank you for your donation. Appreciate you. All right, Blue wants to know, happy birthday. By the way, how's my 22nd gonna go? Happy birthday, Blue. Blue is a long-time watcher of this channel for sure. Blue, congratulations on the 22. That sounds excellent. That sounds like a lot of fun there. Okay. All right. Sid, will I be able to buy a house? It's kind of generic. Let's find out about that. Will I be able to buy a house? I certainly hope so. I mean, that's something that you'll enjoy. Something that you'll enjoy. But let's find out. I do want to create a tarot deck that is all about buying houses. I would really enjoy that. I'd really get a lot of joy out of having that available. I would, Oh, by the way, V Loving Crystals is another YouTuber, and I hit V up, and V has a deck of Fortune Cookie Tarot or Fortune Cookie Oracle. So I said, hey, do you want to trade a Echoes of Nature for a Fortune Cookie? She's like, sure, okay. So I should be here in a couple of weeks, maybe a week, I guess. And other good news. Oh, I got so much good news. Okay, other good news. The Incromancy, this is the tattoo tarot that's made from 78 different tattoo artists around the world, is coming to me in like 2 weeks. And the last piece of good news is my prototype for the Waterfall Tarot is coming. And that should be here next week. So, ton of news. I need to get a news program going for channel update. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow. Got so much stuff, man. So exciting. I love tarot, as you can tell from, me being here. Anyway, okay. So will I be able to buy a house? 3 of Wands. I think you're in the planning stage. I think it's sort of a yes. Missing a lot of stuff here. We're really missing a ton of stuff here. I think you're in the planning stage. We are in the stage where it's time to start seriously looking. As far as buying a house, I would expect a ton of different cards. I would have expected a 4 of Wands. I would have expected maybe an Ace of Pentacles, a 3 of Pentacles, something where we had an opportunity to get a house, something where we're about to make a purchase, maybe the 8 of Pentacles. I just don't see a bunch of different things where, we're sort of getting a house in action. In other words, we're ready to go. I mean, if you're ready to go, maybe this is just an incorrect type style layout here or something, but it seems like you're in a serious position to where it's time to start shopping and start really shopping and really focusing on what we need and what we want. Location is going to be your biggest obstacle here. Location being the neighborhood. So if you're looking, Jay, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. The car I looked at today, a good buy. Okay, so Sid, the location is going to be key here. Now here's what you need, Sid. Here's what you need. If it's a different city than where you're at, hop on the Facebook group for that city. If it's a small city, hop on the Facebook group and join it. And say you live there, lie, whatever. Get on that Facebook group for that city. And they will complain endlessly about everything, which is good for you. Because if they have a high crime rate of people breaking into cars, they're going to have all sorts of pictures about broken cars. They're going to have complaints about this. The McDonald's never has ice cream. You're going to know more about that city than you ever wanted to know. And that's good. So it's all about location. Figure out where you want to be. Get on those Facebook groups and start looking around and finding out what is that place like. The King of Wands, get that preparation and get that stuff where you really need it to be. But again, it's time to seriously start looking. The 3 of Wands is all about looking across the domain, it's literally virtue, as far as the font goes, but you're sort of looking at that opportunity and those options as well. Start looking at options, get serious with your price range, what's reasonable, what we can afford, and things like that. So anyway, so the 9 of Cups, avoid a lot of the randomness there. And if you go out to look at an unusual time, and that's going to give you more of a picture of what is out there and what is available as well. So anyway, that's looking pretty good. But yeah, check it out. Look at that. Location is going to be a key. Start shopping. As far as buying a house right now, I just don't see it. As far as the cards go, I just don't see a house right now. But it's definitely time to sort of narrow things down and get that serious. It's time to get serious, in other words. All right, DYB will receive info about my nonprofit. Let's check it out. DYB, thank you again for your donation. DYB is here every night now. DYB, you're here every night. Thank you for hanging out with us. I appreciate you. Let's do some, we did the cat tarot. Let's do this one. I really love this one. I really love this one. In case you're wondering what this one is, let me grab it. Let me grab it. Playful Heart Tarot is where I want to be. Is where I want to be. All right. DYB is here every night. DYB, you're addicted to the tarot. DYB's like, I need some tarot. I got off work. I need some tarot action. I got to have the tarot action. That's what I do. When I get off work, I got tarot. I can come and look at my tarot tower and I can talk to it like a plant. You know, I can talk to it. I can tell it looks so nice today. Tarot tower, you look so nice today. How was your Monday, tarot tower? How was your Monday? All right, I'm cleaning over here, by the way, in case you wonder what I'm doing. Okay, there we go. Intuitional Universe, welcome. Hey, how are you doing? So, non-profit news. The wheel says that, let's see, this week about, it says we don't get any big news. There's no big news. We get some interesting things. The Wheel of Fortune, sort of upside down, says that it's sort of the game as usual. It's the day as usual. The King of Swords says we need to take care of some activities. We need to take care of some things that maybe have been on the back burner for a while. Justice as well. We need to balance some of these things out. Sometimes we're running into situations that we feel that maybe we can't control or they're a bit out of balance. We need to hop in and get those in there before it gets a little bit too much, or before it comes to stage 2, which is the 8 of Cups, to where we're having to abandon some ideas, or we have some opportunities that were there that just weren't ready for us to take them, you know? So again, we have that back and forth there. So it's time to balance everything out, look for any opportunities that are about to go out the door and sort of grab those and make sure that we get some action on those. And, but overall, I think it's going to be sort of business as usual. Again, we have sort of a business as usual feel to the week there. Anyway, thank you for joining us again. I appreciate you, DYB. Oh, we got the super chat is catching up. It's catching up. You know, I don't know what's wrong with it's YouTube. It's YouTube. It literally is YouTube that's doing this. So, I mean, there you go. Okay, trip in July. I did go look at, because I'm a software developer. I actually did go look at the code for some of this stuff. And I mean, it's a direct map to what YouTube is giving it. So sometimes YouTube is delayed, and there you go. I would like to get in a position where I can debug it. That'd be kind of cool. That would be kind of cool. I don't know. Let me see if that's even possible. I feel lurking happening, boo-boo. Indeed. It does groceries for me. Well, there you go. All right. Trip in July. Hopefully we get a trip. It is the summer vacation. It's the time for all of the summer vacations. Get out. Get out of the house finally. Go somewhere. Do something. Anything. Anything would be great. Especially after COVID. I mean, this is really going to be the summer vacation of all summer vacations. Just get out of the house and try to go anywhere we can. Anywhere that we possibly can. Trip in July, the Lovers, the 10 of Pentacles, and the Page of Wands. Oh, the 5 of Pentacles. I mean, I think you're in a financial state. That's going to be, it's going to be all right. The 5 of Pentacles reverses. We're in a state where we can sort of take one. We sort of have maybe one planned. We're sort of shopping for one. I think that is definitely possible. I don't see any movement cards here. So maybe it is in a planning phase. Maybe you're sort of looking at something. Maybe it's going to be a short trip. When you don't see any movement cards, by the way, sometimes that just indicates that maybe it's a short trip or something casual, maybe something that's not going to be serious. as far as that, well, the lover says definitely need somebody to go with you. So we're going to have to plan that for the future and grab somebody to go with us. And then we can sort of hop in there and have some fun with somebody as well. So there you go. The lover says, let's get somebody to go with us. We're in a financial situation where we can indeed do that. It is sort of time. The Ten of Pentacles says a trip is going to be something we really sort of need. We really need this after being locked down with Corona, after having all sorts of other drama things that we have and all of that other stuff. The Ten of Pentacles says, let's go on the trip. Let's get this done and find out how that's going to go, because that's going to go pretty well, that I think. The Page of Wands, though, the Page of Wands, I think the trip plans change. I think things change. I think it's almost like that you have a couple of trip options. You know what I'm saying? You don't know exactly what is going on, or you do have plans, but the plans may alter, the plans may change. We may have some unexpected complications or some other things that are sort of coming in and all of that stuff. So there you go. Karen, I got your general a while back. Karen, you can watch the video in about 30 minutes after the stream ends. Okay, but the Page of Wands says that the plans may change. The plans may be a bit different than what you are expecting. It is time. You need to, Jocelyn, you need to get out. This COVID thing, everyone's locked down. It's beautiful. It's sunny outside. It's definitely time to get out. It is time to get out and get excited and get some trip going. All right, Blue Crayola, 22nd birthday. 22nd birthday. How's exciting for that? Blue Crayola, congratulations. That is so awesome. Okay. Let's see. All right, Blue Crayola, how is the year? Hopefully it's not as bad as the beginning of this one was. Hopefully it's a little better than what we have seen and experienced for the past few months. Because, it's been a rough start to 2020, I got to say. That's a rough start. We had a couple of good months, and then the drama came, and it has not stopped. Well, sort of slowing down now. It's sort of slowing down now. But, it's been a wild ride for sure. 2020. Going to be remembered by pretty much everybody. This is not going to be in anyone's short-term memory and forgotten next year. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully everything goes well for you, Blue Crayola. Let's see what you got. For the next year. See what kind of cool stuff we got. Six of Cups. Ace of Pentacles. Nine of Cups. And the King of Cups. Got a lot of cups here, Blue. I think you're looking at a new relationship. I mean, you got a new relationship sort of on the rise or on the horizon as far as that goes. As far as the next year goes, I think we're in for a new relationship. Now, think the person is a Sagittarius, and I think the person is a bit on the unexpected side. They do have some hobbies that are kind of weird. They also have some addictions that sort of come with those hobbies. Some addictions that come with the hobbies. But yeah, so if you're willing to work with the addiction, because they do have a bit of an addictive personality, then I think that you sort of in a state where you can sort of work with it. But you do have a new relationship coming. Sagittarius, they're pretty interesting. They pretty much grab your attention immediately, and I think that's going to be a relationship that lasts, a while. It lasts a while. I don't think it works out long term. The Six of Cups says we do have that initial emotional connection. We have a lot of good things coming as far as that is concerned as well. I think they're a little bit older than you are. So the Ace of Pentacles reversed, again, points to maybe this relationship could not be the best thing in the world. The Ace of Pentacles being upside or being right side up would be great, because we have an opportunity for something that has a lot of steadiness or a lot of girth into it. A lot of girth in that relationship. That's what you should that's all you need. That is all you need, is that Ace of Pentacles right side up to get a bit of that beef in there. The 9 of Cups being reversed as well, again, points to just this lack of long-term. But anyway, I think you're going to have a good 22nd. It's almost like you end up broken down on the road as well. So we end up broken down on the road somewhere, I think near the end of the year. So you end up broken down on the road somewhere into the end of the year. We got a new relationship coming. I think we got a lot of new opportunities in there as well. So anyway, I think it's going to be all right. I think it's going to be right. Blue Crayola, I appreciate you hanging out with us as always. And thank you for the donation and the question. And let's finally go to the last question, which is Jay says, car I looked at today. Is the car I looked at today going to be a good deal? Is it a good deal? All right. Well, as always, entertainment purposes only. Entertainment purposes only. Never buy an automobile based upon a fat man on YouTube reading your cards. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. Don't do it. Crystal is a Sagittarius running out of patience. Well, what are you running out of patience for? What are you running out of patience for? But yeah, Blue Crayola, I think you're stranded on the road. I think your car breaks down around the holidays. Around November-ish. There you go. All right. Can he just email me an answer? Karen, I'm not sure what you got. Karen, what you need? Karen, what you need? We did your reading earlier. It is on the video, and your name will be down here, so it's easy to find it on the video. There you go. It'll be easy to find on the video, but we did do a general while back, so check it out. Let me know what you think. All feedback is appreciated. All feedback is appreciated there. Okay, last reading of the night. Can't go on those trips, so let's get the car. Are you still stuck? Are you still got the COVID lockdown over there? Let's find out if this car is going to be a good deal. The Chariot and the Lover. I mean, I think so. Look at this. Look at this read. Look at how good this looks in reality. This is so nice. The Chariot. The Chariot. Here is your car. Here is your car. I'm just saying. Here is your car, the Chariot and the Lovers. This is going to be a good car for you. This is going to be a good car for you. The Lovers. It's almost like it's a soul car. Is that a thing? Is that a thing? A soul car? A soul car? I mean, it could be. The Lovers and the Chariot is looking fantastic. I think there's going to be a car that you like, that you enjoy. Obviously, get it checked out by a qualified mechanic, not a tarot reader. Once you get it checked out, it's going to be a fantastic car for you. The Lovers sort of means it's a soulmate car. It's a soul car. The 6 of Cups. The 6 of Cups. It's almost like that it has a lot of good things that you're getting that you don't know you're getting. So, maybe not bonuses per se for the car itself, but the 6 of Cups says that, in other words, the transmission is going to be a lot better than you had anticipated. The drivetrain is going to be better. There's stuff in the engine that's taken care of. It's like it was pampered almost, right? It's been pampered. It's been waiting for you. It's been waiting for you. Not like Christine, not like the Stephen King book, not like that one. It's not like that one because that was a soulmate car, but it killed people. You don't want one of those. If the car kills people on its own when you're not there, that's bad. That's bad. But it is a soulmate car, not like Christine. Okay. The 10 of Pentacles as well. It's almost like that it's a good deal. What you're getting is a good investment. Overall, I think it's going to be a fantastic buy. This is one of the best new car reads, car buying spreads you ever see. I mean, I'm just telling you now, that is your soulmate car. Just treat it well, and make sure it doesn't talk like the Knight Rider. The Knight Rider car with the Hoff. Make sure it doesn't talk, and making sure it doesn't run on its own and run over people like Christine did. Other than that, if you can get those 2 things out of the way, then you have yourself a soulmate car. And speaking of that, it is time to get out of here. Again, the Kickstarter Waterfall Tarot. This is literally your last chance. So we're going to be using it on stream next week. Next week, we're going to be using this on stream, and you're going to see it, and you'll be like, oh, man, I should have got that. Okay, thank you, and we'll see you tomorrow.